Hey, ladies, thank you so much for allowing me to speak with you about some things that I'm very passionate about and things that will hopefully really help you in your entrepreneur journey. My name is Neal Grossheider. I own the Alternative Board Emerald Coast, where we do business coaching, executive coaching, peer advisory, board meetings, as well as professional development. A whole bunch of fun things that I really love to do. But with that, I talk and meet with a lot of business owners, and most of them are stuck in the business fighting fires every day. I like to call it the treadmill stage where they're just running, 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 but they're not actually going anywhere. If this sounds like you, this is a really good opportunity to get off that treadmill because the answer is actually pretty easy, but the solution to that answer is really difficult. And that is what we're going to focus on today. The solution to that answer to get you unstuck, to get you out of firefighting mode and actually having an impact on your business, moving it to where you want to go. Because when you started this business, you had a vision in mind. You had this aspirational thought of like, yes, this is what I'm going to do and it's going to be awesome. But then business started happening and then we get stuck and we just can't get out of firefighting mode. So that is what we're going to talk about today. We're going to understand the power of a vision, both personal and company vision, because they're both very, really important. You need both a personal vision and a company vision. We're really going to focus on your company vision today. We're actually going to dissect it, so it'll be really fun. There is an accompanying worksheet with this, so you will need this to follow along, because this is more of a workshop style base, so you need that worksheet to answer some of these questions. Because we are going to do probably the most amazing, awesome vision exercise you've ever seen. It's super cool. It is actually something we've used multiple times for our tab members. It is something we have seen business owners actually get out of the I wear everything hats role to be an actual CEO, an actual owner of their company. It's been amazing to watch. And then we were going to discover how we will implement our exercise results into your daily lives. My whole thing, whenever I teach, whenever I give classes and workshops, you need to be able to walk out of here. When you get done with this lesson, you can actually use it immediately. That's the biggest thing. I never enjoy going somewhere and being like, hey, here's some information. Here's this awesome lecture or workshop or whatever. But you have to wait so and so, like a month, a week, whatever, to use it, because then I'm going to forget. We are going to give you things that you can use and implement as soon as we are done. And then you can start taking that first step to getting off that treadmill. So, the pain points of a dormant vision. We all know that we need a vision. We're told, hey, we need a vision. Most of the time it's on a poster. It looks great. We're like, yeah, look, I got a vision. But can you repeat it? Do you know it word for word? If you have employees, do your employees know it word for word? If your vision is just a poster, these are the things that you're feeling, the stagnation. Yeah, we're busy, but are we really progressing? Like, yeah, I'm working every day, 60, 70, 80 hours a week, but I don't really feel like I'm going anywhere. Indecision. This is a tough call. Where's our North Star? How do I know if this is the right decision for me? Or I'm really concerned about this decision. I don't know which way I should go. Misalignment. Why doesn't my team act like I would? Why don't they just do their job? Why don't they just do what they're asked? Inconsistency. Customers are getting a different experience every time. If any one of these strike you as a pain point, something you are currently experiencing, the root cause of this is the vision. Like, we can peel back these onion layers and we are going to get to the vision itself, because that is where all of these will stem from. So the real purpose of your vision, it's not a slogan. It is not a marketing tagline. That is not what it is at all. It is not something to make you just sound amazing or be like, look at our pretty poster. It's lovely. I spent a lot of time on Canva with this. Not at all what a vision is for. The real purpose of your vision is it is there to be the ultimate filter and compass for your company. It gives you the clarity to say yes when it's right and say no when it's wrong. It's amazing when you have a clear vision in mind and it is on top of mind. You get bombarded every single day with these questions of should you do this? Should you do that? Should you get this AI? Should you do whatever, have this merger, have this partnership? Should you sponsor here? You get these questions all of the time. With the proper vision, you have clarity and you know immediately, yep, that's good for us. Nope, that's not good for us. It creates alignment throughout your team. Now, this is amazing because now everybody has the same belief. They're all rowing in the same direction. Wouldn't that be amazing if your employees knew which way to row and you didn't have to tell them exactly what to do every single day or pick up their slack and do it because they just didn't do it? Yeah, this actually creates that alignment and it drives momentum. This connects those day-to-day tasks, those day-to-day little fires that we're always putting out with the big purpose, with why you actually started your company. So I stole this picture and I love this picture, but basically it's have a big vision, but you have to start small. This vision has to be aspirational. We have to know and be able to picture exactly what we want. To a T, exactly what we want it to look like. And we can't start there. We have to start on the ground level. We have to start small so we can start working our way to make that vision come to life. So here's a quick refresher between a vision and a mission. A lot of times people get a vision statement confused with an actual mission statement. So if you have your vision statement, which you will have to have it because you're going to have to write it down here in just a little bit, look at these two examples and be able to decipher, is my vision really just a mission statement and do I not even have a vision statement? Or does my vision and mission do they align? Do they exist? How do they work together? So here's an example, or here's kind of the definitions of each one. A vision is the why of a company, why you got started in the first place. Think of this as your destination. This is the future you are trying to create with your company. It's the dream, right? Whatever that dream is, that's the vision. So here's an example. To be the reason our neighborhoods are known for their beauty and pride of ownership. That's a vision. It's aspirational. It's not telling us how we're doing anything. This is the why they started. They started this company, we don't know what it is yet, to be the reason their neighborhoods are known for their beauty and pride of ownership, for living there. That's their aspiration. Now, the mission is the how. How are they going to achieve that why, that dream, that vision? It's your vehicle. So what you do and who you do it for. Think of this as the plan, the road trip map, how you're actually going to get there. With this example, so our vision, right, to be the reason our neighborhoods are known for their beauty and pride of ownership. The mission, though, is to provide reliable, expert landscaping and lawn care services using eco-friendly practices and a dedicated professional team, ensuring our clients' properties are always at their best. Do you see how these now align? The mission is saying, hey, this is what we're going to do. This is how we're going to do this to reach that vision, to make sure that our neighborhoods are known for their beauty and pride of ownership because of our amazing lawn care service and the products that we're using and our team that is out there every day serving our clients to the best of their ability. Just a quick refresher between the mission and the vision. So today's goal, we want to take our why, our vision, to our daily how, because a lot of times we get lost in just the mission itself. What are we doing? We don't even know why we're doing it. We just know this is what we have to do. This is that fighting fire mentality. That's what we got to get away from. So we have to connect that vision, that why, to our daily how we are actually making it happen. The reason this is such a problem is there's this huge gap between our vision, what we are aspiring, what we truly want to happen, and what we do every single day. There's just this big gap. And I know you feel this. If you said yes to any of those things at the very beginning, you feel this gap because you're never making progress. You're never getting to where you want to be. You're working 1,000 hours a week, whatever it may be. You're just constantly busy and you're never reaching that vision. That's the gap. Our goal is to bridge these two, bridge our vision to our daily work habits and what we do, put them together. It is really that simple. Remember at the beginning, I said, hey, the answer to this solution or the answer to this question is really easy, but the solution itself is really hard. That's where we're at. The answer is to bridge our vision to our daily work habits. The solution to make that happen, that is the hard part. So now we're going to jump into the most awesome vision exercise you've ever done. And it's going to be amazing. I promise you. It's fun. Sadly, it takes a lot of reflection time for you. This is a deep thought state, is what we need to get into. On your worksheet, the second question is to write down your vision, your company vision. So if you need to pause this, please pause this lesson so you can write it down, word for word, exactly how you have your company vision, and put it on there. And when you're ready, unpause the video. I'll be here. Okay, welcome back. I am glad you guys are able to write that down. A lot of people have to actually go and find their company vision, which that's the first problem. We don't know it. So we want to be able to know it. We want to be able to recite it. But now that we have it written down, we can jump into this awesome exercise. Because there's a few questions we have to ask ourselves. If your vision was 100% true today, like right now, you've achieved your vision, what would you see? Again, if you need to pause this video at any time to write down these answers, please do. The reflection portion of this is the most vital aspect of what we're doing today. So really stop and think about this. If your vision was 100% true, what would you see? What would you feel? What does your team do? Like, are they doing what they're actually supposed to be doing? Everything's aligned? Or are they still running all over the place? Like, what do you see with this? What do your customers experience? Every time they use your service, product, whatever it may be, what is their experience if your vision is 100% true? And then this question, the last question, it's kind of hard. What does your vision in action look like? Basically, this is that clear picture of your why. So what does that vision in action look like? What are you doing every day if that vision were 100% true? Again, please pause this if you need to answer these questions. These are very important for us to understand and have a clear picture of in our minds to continue the exercise. Welcome back. Okay, let's keep going. Told you this is going to be super fun. So this is our secret. This is our secret sauce. This is a technique we've actually developed at Tab to help our members bridge this gap. And it's something we preach during coaching sessions. We've actually held quarterly trainings on this. And it is just something that we really strive for. But here's that secret sauce, and I'm going to give it to you guys today without even being a tab member. People pay a lot of money for this stuff, and we're not going to do that today because I want you to succeed because that's part of our vision. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to condense your vision into a single clear sentence. So if you have a paragraph, congrats, condense it into one sentence. If you already have a one sentence vision, that's great. Make sure it is a clearly stated sentence. Focus on the core message and the primary goal of your vision. That's why I had you guys reflect. If it was 100% true, what would it look like? So condense your vision now into that one clear sentence that focuses on the core message and the primary goal of your vision. We're going to pause right here so you guys can write that down. Please take time to think about this. This is vital to how we move forward. Okay, so welcome back. So we just condensed our vision into that one clear sentence. Now, you're going to love me for this. I know you are, because now we are going to shorten that vision into 5 to 7 words. These are the essential elements of your vision and the impact. So we've taken it, we got our clear message, our clear goals of the vision, and now we're going to take it and get the essential elements out of it that show the true impact of your vision with just 5 to 7 words. Again, on your worksheet, it's laid out for you so you can start writing them in. So we're going to pause right here. When you're done with that, unpause me. Welcome back. Okay, I know this stuff is fun. It kind of gets mind-bending after a little bit, but we're going through the secret sauce. And trust me, this does work. We have numerous business owners who have used this method, this technique, to truly revamp how their team operates and what their customers are experiencing every single day. And they are able to now see that vision coming into sight. So the first thing we did is we condensed our vision into a single clear sentence, focusing on that core message, primary goal. Then we shortened that vision sentence into just 5 to 7 words, those 5 to 7 essential elements and the impact of our vision. Now, the last step of this awesome little secret sauce is to reduce your vision statement, those 5 to 7 words, into just 3 powerful words. This, ladies, is the true essence of your why. This is why you do what you are doing. So take those 5 to 7 words, look at that whole sentence that you had, see how you condensed it, and take 3 words out of that truly embody your vision to give you the essence of your why. Pause right here to make sure you go through that and really stop and think about it. Reflect on these 3 words. Do they truly embody the vision that you have? When we stop to reflect, if that vision was 100% true, if you focus on these 3 words, did you get there? So please take a moment, pause me, and when you're ready, bring me back online. Welcome back. Okay, so we had some really thought-provoking time just now to really stop and dissect our vision, because that's exactly what we did. But now it's reflection time. And this is how we ensure that our vision will bridge the gap to our daily activities. So answer this. You have a notes section on your handout as well. Why are those the 3 words that encompass your vision? Again, at any time, please pause me to write this stuff down because this is really vital stuff. And if we do this correctly, you will see progress in your business. If every employee lived those 3 words at work, what would the impact be? Quick story with this. One of our clients actually did this exercise about a year ago. It was maybe a little bit more than a year ago. And they got their 3 words and they started just making everybody recite these 3 words over and over and over and over. So much so that the frontline people, the people dealing with customers, just could rattle them off really fast. They just knew what they were because the boss wanted them to know these 3 words. But then they started living those 3 words. A customer came, wanted to talk to the owner, and said, I don't know who that is or how you've trained them. That is the best customer experience I have ever received. They took care of me and my family, and we didn't even ask them to. By the way, this was a restaurant. They were so excited because that frontline person asked to help carry their food because they had their baby, help them get their drinks, help them get them napkins. The frontline person just said, well, this is what I do every day. They didn't think anything of it. But to that customer, they said they've never had an experience like that at a restaurant. This wasn't a 5-star restaurant. This wasn't some gourmet thing. This was a fast casual restaurant. You go in, you order, you sit down, you get your food. They had the best experience they've ever had at any restaurant because that frontline person, that one team member, had been just loaded down with these 3 words. So that's what she did. She lived those 3 words and provided that customer experience to every single person that walked through the door. So for you, if every employee lived those 3 words at work, what would that impact be for you? And how can you incorporate these 3 words into your decision-making in daily operations? Think about this one for a sec. When we have to make these crucial decisions, when we have to come and just be like, I don't know what to do. Yeah, that sounds good. Or I don't really want to say no to these kind of things. Maybe I should just say yes to them all. Are we looking at our North Star? What is our compass telling us? Hey, this is going towards our vision. No, it's not. Yes, it is. Or those day-to-day activities that we are doing. Are they truly the embodiment of those 3 words to get us to our vision? Now, the reason we pared our vision down to just 3 words is pretty simple. It's hard to remember a paragraph vision statement. Wouldn't you agree? Most of us don't even know our full vision because we're like, well, this is kind of what it is. I don't know exactly how it's worded because AI did it and it sounded amazing. So that's what I wanted on my poster. It's usually how it goes. Don't worry, I've been there. I've done that. We've all done that. But everybody can remember 3 words, can't they? That's why we pare it down to these 3 impactful words for us, to help us make better decisions, to help our daily operations flow in a much more efficient manner. So how will you implement these 3 words of your vision into your company? Again, if you need to pause me, please do so. Write this stuff down. Because the condensed version of your vision is there to serve as just a simple daily reminder of why you started your company in the first place, of why you are doing what you are doing, and what your company is actually working for. What it's actually doing is performing what's called behavioral anchors in your brain. So if we continuously read, say, do these 3 words, in our brain we have these behavioral anchors that are saying, oh, this goes to this. Oh, nope, hey, that doesn't have anything to do with these 3 words. Don't do that. Oh, this does. Let's go over here. So it's helping create neural pathways in our brain using these behavioral anchors. And what we can do is we can blast them out. Everything we do should revolve around these 3 words. Our email signature should have the 3 words in it. Every time we have a meeting, should either start or end with these 3 words. A giant poster on the wall or just letters. It just have the 3 words. It doesn't have to have the whole vision. Just the 3 words. You could even do cult chants if you wanted. We actually had one of our members say, I'm going to have every single one of my employees tattoo it on their hand. Don't go that far. I think that's a little excessive. But, whatever floats your boat. If it goes to your vision, go for it. Maybe not force people to get a tattoo, but whatever. Make it so much so that people know you by those 3 words. It is that important. So how are you going to hold everyone accountable in your organization? If it's just you, how are you going to hold yourself accountable in your organization to work towards your vision? If you have employees, how will you hold them accountable? And then how will they hold each other accountable for this? Again, please pause me. Write this stuff down. This is vital information. This is how you walk out of here being able to implement this every single day. If you just take this and be like, oh, this is great information, and never use it, it was a waste of your time. It's not what we're here for. How will you and everyone you work with hold each other accountable to constantly be working towards those 3 words? Again, pause me. There is a question on your worksheet for this. So please take the time to write that down. So there are key takeaways. Hopefully this was very helpful, which I know it's helpful because this is good stuff. We are strategically thinking now. We're getting out of firefighter mode. Our vision is that filter for decisions and that compass for our team to move where we know we can be. A vision fails, though, when there is a gap between our aspirations where we want it to be and what we're doing day to day, and those just don't align. That's where it fails. That's why we build that bridge to translate our vision into our daily operations, those daily observable behavioral anchors that if we can focus on every day, every decision, every action based on those, we are working towards that vision. We make this automatic by embedding those anchors into your people, into your praise, and into your everyday processes. Thank you, ladies, so much for allowing me the pleasure to speak with you, especially on a topic that I'm very passionate about. It is amazing that you are going through this awesome, powerful women's collective. It is such a good organization, and Colleen has done so many amazing things with it. So please take what you've learned, not only today, but throughout your time with Powerful Women's Collective, and rock it. I can't wait to see you ladies out there.